honestly, man, if he don't live forever, what's the next guy gonna be like that has control of that shit? But I'm going on my fucking own little conspiracy tangents here. But hey, this guy's gonna have a million robots. He's gonna be in charge of them. That's a pretty powerful fucking army, man.
We have the world's first trillionaire, and he's also been known to be around the conservative party in the last couple of years, and his name is Elon Musk. Have you
What
had
an
that?
asshole, right? What an asshole. He's like, honestly, like that. I hate the fact that people have a problem with that. Aren't you glad that you're from a country where you could be a trillionaire?
But dude, and he's African American.
Yeah, he's the richest African American in world history, I'm sure, right? Like, and no, man, he's a fucking like. Yeah, you know what? Who's I don't know. I saw a thing about fucking Donald Trump fucking the other day, and I think it's his name Charlemagne or something, talking about how Donald Trump declared bankruptcy X amount of times, and he's a shitty businessman.
Oh man, that's all that guy ever does, dude. It
But
gets
but but here's the deal, bro. He's a billionaire, and he's the president of the United States. I think he's doing just fine. Maybe you need to reevaluate your shit. If you got a problem with Elon Musk, that dude's a fucking trillionaire. That dude built a spaceship to get to his goals. How you going to talk shit about that guy? I would. You're just being a hater. You're just being you're mad at the kid that's fucking doing better than you. You're mad at the guy that's doing better than you. That's all it is.
if there was
Never mind the fact he wants to give SpaceX stock to the the Trump accounts. Never mind the fact that this guy's going. How much? How many millions and billions of dollars do you think Donald Trump's throwing out there, or Elon Musk is giving out there to this world? You
oh
know, how come no one talks about the Trump accounts? How come no one talks about the Trump accounts? That should be front page news every day, and every single fucking I could fucking what's it, Soros, all those guys. If you're donating money to fucking PETA and not the Trump accounts, you're a piece of shit.
dude, it, Elon, if anybody was going to have that money, I'm glad it's him because that guy has done so much good for the world, and he does not get the credit. And I, I, I
You know
truly
what he did
say, like,
when he became a trillionaire? You know what else he did? He made fucking 4,400 millionaires. And guess what they all did? They went out and bought a fucking car the next day or a house, and someone got a commission on it. And that's trickle down economics. And that's a fucking real thing, bro.
but dude, we are such a better country right now because of him getting Twitter. Elon, dude, watching the Tesla factories get burned and the way that he was treated when he put all of his businesses on hold, the world's richest man, but he put that on hold to try to help us clean up the budget and get our country going. And it got him nothing but hate.
We'll get weird for a second. You want to really look at something that's really it's always kind of freaked me out. I think he's one of the greatest fucking assets to the entire world. I think he's done more for the world than fucking most people ever realize.
I'm with you.
But just imagine a guy who at some point in his life is going to basically own communication. With Starlink, you're going to have worldwide Wi-Fi, and ain't nobody else in the world could do it. No one else is going to be able to do what he's doing. There's not going to be a telephone number, and the entire world is going to be jacked into Starlink. Now, and that's great. I understand, but beyond that, he's going to control space because no one else can put anything else in space. And without being elected, with an elected official, this guy's going to be able to turn off fucking Putin's fucking power grid from space. Now, just throwing it out there, what if he could jam his fucking Neuralink or his brain into a Neuralink chip and stick it into a fucking robot? And Elon Musk is now forever. Now, I would have told you 10 years ago that was an impossible idea. But I've seen, Starlink, Skynet, they seem kind of the same to me. And I'm cool with all of it because if we don't do it, China will. But it's so out. There's a less than 0% chance of this shit happening.
Have you ever met him?
I've never met him, and quite honestly, I think he's a fucking. Like I said, I think he's the biggest asset that fucking the United States could ever have. But
I'm with
like,
you on
but
that.
quite,
We
but quite
agree.
honestly, man, if he don't live forever, what's the next guy gonna be like that has control of that shit?
That's the fear, man. That
Well,
is
maybe he just downloads his brain into one of them fucking robots he has, and he's just around for a while. And that's what if the I don't know. I'm going on my fucking own little conspiracy tangents here, but hey, this guy's gonna have a million robots. He's gonna be in charge of them. That's a pretty powerful fucking army, man. And this guy can control the fucking internet for the world eventually one day.
what's so crazy is I hear these guys that are in, car guys, and I'm a car guy too, man. I got several, classic Mustangs, uh, but they'll talk bad about the Teslas, and then I'll ask them, like, have you ever been in
Fuck
one?
you, you don't know what.
I was like, have you ever been in one? Like, I'm a gas car guy. I don't think you're getting rid of them anytime
Yeah,
soon, nor do
yeah,
I want
pretty
to.
much. But I'm gonna tell you right now that Cybertruck that beats your fucking Mustang off the line any day of the fucking week is gonna be kind of embarrassing.
The first time I went to Texas, I think it was back in 2021. Someone rented a Tesla for me while I was down there, and it was a Model X, and I got to do blast mode for the first time. Dude, I could do that all day long. It was more fun than a roller coaster to me. That is the most amazing vehicle I've ever been in my life. To be able to hit that gas and just accelerate like that. Yeah.
Dude, they're great for what they are. They're like, you
Yeah.
know what? I don't want an electric car, but I can tell you what. Last time I drove one, I had my niece with me, and she's sitting up in the car without her seatbelt on, and she's lifting her feet in the air as I'm fucking doing launch mode in the fucking thing, and she's floating in the goddamn seat because of the G forces fucking holding her up.
It was
Like
like
that.
riding a roller
That's
coaster,
fucking.
dude.
I had a Trackhawk fucking Cherokee and shit, man. And that fucking goddamn Cybertruck was faster.
Dude, the Tesla's a smoking Lamborghini and a Ferrari.
100%. And like, you know what? And so like, if you're gonna be a car guy for the sake of being a car guy, you can't take away what the fuck it is. You're just
No.
being you're at the end of the day, you're just being the old guy fucking talking about baseball and the mound was higher.
Have you
Yeah,
been
you're
in the
being the guy.
Cybertruck, Corey?
Yeah, I was I had a Cybertruck for about 6 months, man.
You didn't keep it?
Yeah, dude, I was moving to Mexico, man. I got rid of all my stuff, dude. I got a fucking F-150 down here, and I got an F-150 and a Dyna lowrider and a fucking Road King, and that's all I need out here.
Did you like the Cybertruck?
I liked it, but it was just one of those things where it was right during the whole fucking time where fucking Trump just got fucking shot, and then, like everybody's fucking. It's just the world was just going too fucking weird, and man,
I understand.
I got I got so fucking sick of everything, man. I sold everything and just dipped the fuck out, man.